Just over 8 years ago, I moved to Vancouver Island, and shortly after that, I got to experience my first 2 waterfalls, and I was hooked. I was hooked right away. Shortly after seeing my first couple waterfalls, I really started to enjoy going on adventures to waterfalls. After experiencing a lot of nature on Vancouver Island and going hiking, seeing waterfalls and other amazing places, I had it in me that I wanted to travel. So I ended up getting the opportunity to go to Bali, and I spent a good portion of 2 months in Bali and seen a lot of waterfalls in Bali, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. Being in a different country at the opposite end of the earth almost, experiencing waterfalls over there was incredible. And it was while I was there that it kind of hit me that I thought it'd be really, really cool to start a YouTube show dedicated to my adventures to waterfalls.
So I'm here at my favorite road on Vancouver Island. So after only about 45 minutes, we have made it here to Ammonite Falls.
You know, I remember when I was a little kid, I used to be so fascinated with waterfalls. Even though I had never been to one, I had seen a few on National Geographic and was just like, wow, those things look amazing. And they were so scary to me. I used to have nightmares as a kid about falling over waterfalls.
I have a bit of a death wish for being here right now, but wow, is that ever worth the view?
But I also used to have really, really good dreams about finding waterfalls.
Really, really happy we came here and we actually found this thing.
My dad used to take me out on the boat, and I remember being on a river or being on a lake in the boat with my dad. I remember just thinking, I wonder if there's like a waterfall at the end of this lake or river that we have to stay away from because, you know, you don't want to go over it. And it was pretty scary, actually. I think that's why I'm so fascinated with waterfalls, is how powerful they are. But they're also very healing. You know, some of you are probably wondering, why did you decide to call your YouTube show Falling Down? And some people who know me couldn't agree that it's a more fitting name, actually. I kind of have a history of injuring myself. I grew up skateboarding, and even after I stopped skateboarding, injury always seemed to find me somehow, so.
Like right here, I almost just rolled my ankle in the river.
There's kind of a funny meaning behind the name, but it's actually quite a bit deeper. I had dealt with poor mental health issues for so long and was falling down, as I call it. I was struggling and constantly picking myself back up to try to get my life back together, and then falling down again because of my emotional health and my mental health.
Literally, I had to like climb the fence. So drunk last night. Shouldn't have gotten so drunk. Despite the scrapes.
A year ago, my life hit a really dark point where I had lost a few people that were really close to me, and I was going through a pretty rough time with my mental and emotional health. I had had a friend from Winnipeg, who's now living in Jasper, come to the island and spend 2 weeks living in a tent with me, basically traveling around to see waterfalls and other really cool places on Vancouver Island. And that's kind of where I started filming, and that was right after I bought my first camera. And upon deciding to start a YouTube show, I had realized that it was very important that I get healthy. that I become a more happy person, and it's motivated me to get the proper help I've needed and be a healthier person, and realize that falling down is a part of life. There's always going to be problems that occur in your life. There's always going to be issues that you have to deal with, and you're sometimes just going to feel like you're falling down. And life is about getting back up and living in the present moment, not fearing the future or regretting the past. About a year ago, I started a journey to really get mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy.
So something you guys probably didn't know about me is that I like to sometimes eat raw asparagus. Wow. As you can see here, I'm trying to stay kind of healthy on this trip.
The first thing I did was I focused on really working on my emotional and mental health. And I wasn't too focused on turning on the camera and going on adventures for a while, because I thought I really needed to heal from some past trauma and from some things that I had dealt with a long time ago as well as recently. When I finally got to a place that I was feeling really happy and confident and motivated, it was time to really figure out how I was going to structure this Waterfall YouTube channel and how things were going to go. And French Falls was kind of where it all began.
We've made the decision to drive out to Port Alberni and go try to find this massive waterfall on the back roads.
I had found what I thought looked like a big waterfall on Google Earth as well as Gaia GPS.
We have no idea what we're going to find out there. The roads might be closed, they might be pretty rough if they're not closed. We're just hoping for the best.
And I contacted my friend Josh, who loves off-roading and logging roads, and said, man, I think I found this awesome waterfall underneath Sprout Lake. I think we should go try to find this. It's supposed to be really big. And he got really excited.
I mean, Land Rover's the greatest waterfall finding vehicles ever.
It was only a few days later that we had made the plan that we were going to go. We were going to go try to find this big waterfall.
This is the baby that we are bringing with us to try to find this waterfall today.
So I did what I thought was the best thing to do and just started filming every part of that adventure from start to finish.
Manual mode. Still the greatest off-roading vehicle ever. So we have stopped in Port Alberni here at the Circle K. I am going to get myself some chocolate because I am a chocolate addict.
Vancouver Island is so big, and I feel like I've only seen a small portion of what it has to offer. With so many logging roads and so many trails, it's incredible the places you can go. And driving towards, you know, where the waterfall was on the map, we had found other waterfalls that I had no idea existed as well.
Waterfall number one of this trip, oh my goodness.
You know, the Ammonite Valley was a place I had never been to before. I didn't even know it existed.
So as we get further and further into the Ammonite Valley, it just keeps getting more and more beautiful.
When Josh and Devin and I finally saw French Falls, we were losing it. We were so excited. I was actually shaking. It was crazy how amazing it felt to see this massive waterfall that nobody seemed to know about.
Oh my God! Dude, look at the size of that thing. I'm so excited right now. Massive 650-foot waterfall right over there. So we've actually just found a third waterfall here in the Ammonite Valley.
You can see like way back there, there's some more splashing out.
Oh my goodness.
Back behind that waterfall.
It's tempting to push it further and see where this road goes. On the GPS map, it doesn't seem like we get anywhere close to French Falls, and I really want to see if we can get a better view of it. Definitely fly my drone up to it. So that right there is the end of the road. So this is that road up here, I think. Yeah. Let's see what we can see up here. Oh man. It doesn't go very far, but hey, it's worth a try.
Everything about that adventure just made me realize how much I wanted to continue doing this. I wanted to continue documenting my journeys to waterfalls and get to a point where I can show people just how amazing they are, how powerful, how beautiful.
Woo! There it is!
Being in nature helps me to be in the present and helps me to really get back to the here and now, and it helps me to control my thought processes a little bit more, to be present. So why not try to inspire people and try to, you know, make them want to get out and see these waterfalls, and make them want to get out and hike more, be more physically active, get outdoors more, you know?
Oh my God. That is so amazing.
Having a fallgasm.
Oh my God.
So we've decided to stop here at a river and take a swim. Numbint River. It's quite a mint river. But
It's so cold. Oh.
there's something that's just so amazing and peaceful about the Numbint Valley. I'm kind of sad to be leaving here.
Goodbye.
At the end of the French Falls adventure, we were driving back on the highway, and I looked over to my right and the sun was setting and the whole sky was just red and purple and yellow, and it was almost meant to be. It was almost like the universe telling me, okay, you got to keep doing this. You got to keep chasing waterfalls and documenting these journeys, because this is the kind of stuff you're going to get. This is the kind of days you're going to have, the kind of scenery, the kind of beauty that you get to experience. So going forward, the objective is to continue finding waterfalls on Vancouver Island, and then move around BC more, and then across Canada, and hopefully eventually start finding waterfalls overseas. And I will get to that point. I will show everybody, you know, as many waterfalls as I possibly can. There's a lot of places I'm still yet to go, and a lot of waterfalls I'm yet to see. And I really can't wait to see how far these adventures go. This is the start of something really big for me.